so it's 8 o'clock on Sunday evening in Amsterdam, and we are ready for the
day, a bit of raining.
Yes, and we are ready for the massage class. So it's our 13th week. So some people who are now here today are doing already for 13 weeks. And if it's your first time today, it doesn't matter. Just start. We are
Manuel
and Nicole from Massage School IT and Thai at Amsterdam. And now we're going to just start. 30 minutes give and 30 minutes receive massage. So let's start.
Okay, so we place ourselves between the feet, on the knees, and now we do the white curl first. We're here now. In this healing moment, we warm up hands and heart, and we start. We get hands on below the joint on the feet, and we do 3 times palm press together on both feet, out to the joint of the big toe, and then we get in 2 steps. Then we do 3 steps, walking 1 foot at a time. We do the same. We do a palm press, out 3 steps along the feet, and in 2 steps back to the joint. Then we do the pressure with the side of the hand from the heel. We go along the calf muscle beside the tibia. We apply the pressure not to the bone but to the tissue beside. We get the fingertip beside around patella. We never press the bone of the knee, but we press the tissue around beside. And under the pressure we do circles. Then we get up and we do palm press on quadriceps, and we do 3 steps walking up all the way to the top of the leg. And then we reverse all the steps down. So we reverse to below the knee, above the knee. Then we get around the knee, tip of finger, applying the pressure, and then circles under the pressure. And then we get down with side of the hand, applying the pressure to the calf tissue. And then we reach on the heel, and from the heel we get back to the feet, and we do the rolling the feet forward, 3 steps out to the joint of the big toe and back in. Next step, we use the thumbs to press along the sole. Fingers will be at the top of the foot, and then we apply the pressure and under the pressure we do kind of rotation of the feet forward. So we can press different locations along the sole, along the tissue of the arch, and under the pressure we do this kind of turning on the feet. Then we do again palm press walking, 3 steps of the feet out to the joint of the big toe, and then back in to below the joint of the feet. Then we place the top of the feet up, looking up to the ceiling. Hands are on the top of the foot, close by to the joint, and then we press down to stretch. Nearby the joint, we do not too hard. After 5 seconds, we move hands a bit above, and we do at the middle top of the foot, medium pressure down, a bit harder. Then we reduce the tension, and now we get again here to the toes, and we push hard, and we hold hard 5 seconds. Then we get back to medium, to the middle top of the foot, and then we get to the joint, and we do like not too hard. Then we open the feet 1 more time, and we do a palm press walking the 3 steps of the feet out to the joint of the big toe, and then back in to the joint of the feet. Now we want to work at 1 leg at a time. So we can work at the right hand side leg, and we bend the leg at 45 degrees. The foot gets to the level of the knee, and now we move ourselves on front of the knee. Here we get hands on this position, we call it butterfly, and we press down to stretch the open leg, 4 fingers from the knee, first location, second location in the middle top of the leg, and the third location below the joint of the open leg. Then we get back to the middle, and we get back to 3 or 4 fingers. What do we do? The 3 steps is pressure down to stretch and to pump on fluids. Then we want to open the leg into 90 degrees, and we sit between the feet. And now we get 1 leg on the top of the straight leg, 1 hand gets on the foot, and we use the outside foot to push the knee down to the mat and up to the shoulder. So first we push and we hold here, we lock on the straight leg and we reduce the tension. Now the second time you can sit a bit forward, and now when you push a bit harder, and then we lock leg straight 5 seconds, and then we reduce the tension. The third time we want to push a bit harder every time, and then you lock leg on the tension 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension on the leg. We still leave the leg in 90 degrees and we sit a bit behind. The foot that was pushing before gets now below, and the inside foot apply the pressure in to the tissue of the hamstrings. So first pressure is close to the knee joint, pressure in, hard, 5 seconds. Then we get to the middle of the hamstrings and we press hard, 5 seconds. Then we get to the part, top of the leg, below the joint, and we apply pressure in. Then we get down to the middle, and then down to the starting point. We apply 5 second deep pressure in to the tissue of the hamstring. Then we get the feet on the area and we do a walking from the knee joint to the upper leg joint and then back to the knee joint. Then we leave foot on the mat and we get up into our knees. We change position, we raise the leg up, still leg into 45. The knees are on the top of the foot to lock on the top of the foot. Fingers interlock and we use the heel of the hand, 4 fingers from the knee. We apply pressure in to the tissue of the leg, and under the pressure we do a circle. Then we get to the middle, we first apply pressure in, under the pressure we do a movement like a circle. And then we get to the top of the leg, press in, and a circle under the pressure, back to 2, press in, and a circle, and then 1, we apply pressure in, and then we do a circle. Then we use the thumbs, this time only the thumbs. We want to apply pressure a bit below level of the bone, and then we hold the pressure 5 seconds. We don't do a movement under the pressure. Then we get to the middle, we apply pressure, and we hold 5 seconds. Then we get to the top of the leg. We get back to the middle, and then we get to 3 or 4 fingers above the knee on the starting point, and then we relax. Now we get the fingertip to hook the center line of the calf muscle below the leg and below the knee, and then we hook the line, and with arms straight we pull the whole leg backwards until the hip raise up, and then we reduce the tension. Then we get to the middle of the calf and we pull back, and we hold on the pull-in 5 seconds. Then we get to the tissue above the Achilles tendon, and then we reduce the tension, back to the middle, pulling back, and you hold on the maximum pull-in 5 seconds, and then head of the calf, and we release. Now we interlock fingers and we use the heel of the hand to apply pressure in to the tissue of the calf, and then under the pressure we push out of the bone. Then we do in the middle, we do on the tissue above the Achilles, back to the middle, and then back to head of the calf. And then we relax. Now we use the outside hand to push the knee forward, and then we go up with the same side leg into half knee. So on the same side leg, foot of my partner is at my groin, hand is at the knee, inside hand on quadriceps, and now we need to push the knee to the center chest slowly by pushing on the foot with the groin, and then we hold hard 5 seconds. Then we go again, we reduce the tension, and now we go pushing with the groin on the foot, the knee to the center chest, and then we reduce the tension and we go again, pushing, and you hold, and then we reduce the tension. The hand of the knee gets behind the knee on the hamstring, inside hand cups the heel, and now we push with the outside hand the knee to the center chest, and with the inside hand we push the foot to the opposite shoulder, so we twist the hip a bit, and then we reduce the tension. We go again, knee to the center chest, and foot you need to push direction to the opposite shoulder. Then release the tension, and then we go again, push and push. Deep. Now as I finish the third time, this knee up gets down to the mat, and we rotate to our partner, and the knee down gets up. So now we need to cup, hand on the heel, forearm on the toe level, and now we push the toes with the forearm, 5 seconds hard, 3 times. Then 2, we push the toes with the forearm, and then we go again, 3, and after 3, we change the knees. The knee up gets down, the knee down gets up, and then we stretch knee to chest, foot to butt, 3 times, 5 seconds, 2, and 3. 3 times, we lift the leg down and we shake. So we get back to the center between the legs once you finish one leg, and then we do everything on the other leg. So we bend the leg, we place ourselves in front of the knee, and we do the magic number butterfly palm press on the upper leg. 3 steps, going up, pressure down, and then we get back to the starting point. Then we move to the center, we open the leg, we sit on the butt, and we lock leg, and we push forward the knee of the bent leg up to the shoulder. And reduce tension, we sit a bit more forward, we push a bit more, 2, we lock here with the hand on the foot, release, and then we go again, 3. After you reduce the tension on the leg, you sit a bit behind, the foot that push gets below, the inside foot press in, 1, close to the knee, 2, in the middle, 3, below the joint. All this pressure here is at the hamstring. The pressure is in with the inside foot, outside foot is there supporting, and then 1. Then we get the feet on the area of the hamstring, and we do our walking from the knee to the upper joint, up and down. Lift the foot on the mat, change position to your knees, raise the leg up, and we interlock fingers, and we do the nutcracker, pressure in and a circle under the pressure, 2, press in and a circle, 3, press in and a circle, back to 2. The pressure is deep, and under the pressure we do the movement like a circle. That is the one thing with this potential to reorganize the ECM. And now we do the pressure with the thumbs, pressure in, and we hold hard, 5 seconds, 2, 3, back to 2, and back to 1. So after the ice picking, we relax, and now we do the lower leg with the fingertip on the center line of the calf, and you pull back with arms straight, then 2 in the middle, 3 above the Achilles, back to 2 to the middle, and 1 to the head of the calf. And then we do the nutcracker. You interlock fingers, and we press with the heel of the hand to the tissue of the calf, and we push forward 5 seconds out of the bone. 2 in the middle, 3, back to 2, and back to 1. After that we relax, and now we push with the outside hand on the knee. We go up into half knee, hand lock the leg down in the mat, and we push with the groin, knee to the center chest. 5 seconds, release, Then we go again, push and hold, and then release. And third time, push, hold, and release. Now the hand of the knee gets to the hamstring. Inside hand comes the heel. You press down, knee to the center chest, and you push foot to the opposite shoulder of your position. 2 and 3. After the third time, we change the knees. The knee up, gets down, the knee down, gets up. We leave leg straight, 45 degrees from the mat, and now we cup hand on the heel and we push with the forearm on the toes to stretch on the calf. 3 times, 5 seconds. Then we change the knee up, gets down, the knee down, gets up, and then we press knee to chest, foot to butt, 3 times, 5 seconds hard. 3. Then we leave the leg down and we shake. So after this first part of class 1, now we turn to the chest. Please, PTO, please turn over. And then we are now in the chest. We are here between the feet, on the knees, same before. And we do a palm press on the sole. So we do 3 steps on each foot. And then we get up, 3 steps, palm press on the calf, all the way to 3 fingers below the knee. Then we jump to 3 fingers above the knee. We never press behind the knee, and then we continue 3 steps on the top of the leg, on the hamstrings, all the way up to the crease of the butt, and then we reverse the steps down all the way without pressure to behind the knee, and then we back to the feet. Then we use the thumbs on the Achilles tendon, fingers to support the thumb beside the leg, and then we apply pressure down with the thumb to the center line, following the direction of the Achilles tendon. Pressure is down, deep pressure, short steps, and then we jump on the knee and we do the pressure to the center line. Minimum should be 5 to 7 steps we do along each part of the body when we follow any line. We don't want to do less than 5 times pressure to every part. So we go up and then we jump the knee and we do again 5 steps minimum. You can do 6, 7, but not 4. This is 2 big steps, and then we go back to the Achilles tendon. Then we use the palms and we do 3 steps, palm press along the calf, we jump the knee, 3 steps, palm press along the hamstring to the crease of the butt, and we change position again. We go out with one knee, the other leg goes up into half knee, and we jump to the low back. So here we do butterfly palm press with the heel of the hands beside the bone of the spine, 4 steps along the back. So first step is at the low back, second step is at the middle back, third step below the scapulas, and fourth step is on the top of the scapula. And then we do a walk-in down to the low back beside the spine, and then we do again the low back stretching with butterfly hand beside the spine. Now we use the thumbs to apply pressure from beside the sacrum above, all the way both sides of the spine, pressure down, deep pressure beside the bone. The direction of pressure is down, and then we do short steps with thumb pressing together, both sides beside the vertebra, all the way up from sacrum to the shoulder line, this level of thoracic one, all the way, and when you reach on the level of the shoulder, we use pressure now walking, thumb press walking, still we apply pressure down and we do a walking all the way down until the low back, sacrum, until the end of the spine. Now we get hands on butterfly and we apply weight on there to change position between the legs with your legs. Your knees are at the crease of the butt, in the center top of the leg. And if possible, if you are less weight than your partner, you can place feet on the top of the calf, and then you go again the 4 steps: palm press, butterfly, hand, the back, and when you reach on the top of the scapula, we do a walking out to the shoulder muscle deltoid, and then we do a walking 3 or 4 steps to the elbow. We jump on the elbow 3 or 4 steps down to the line of the wrist, and then if you place the feet up to the calf, you need to take now down between the legs. Then we get the wrist of our partner gets our wrist, and we go up into cobra. So we do 1 time, we hold 5 seconds, and then we reduce the tension. The second time we go halfway up, and then we pull 1 arm, 1 side, 5 seconds. Then we go to the other side, pulling the arm, 5 seconds. Then we get back to the center and we pull up again, 5 seconds. And then we get down, we place the arms down, and then we do a palm press walking from the line of the wrist. We go 3 steps all the way to the elbow. We jump on the elbow, 3 steps up to the shoulder joint. We walk in to beside the spine, and then we walk down all the way to beside the hip on the lower back. We push up, we get down with the knees, and then we palm press down all the way 3 steps on the upper leg, jump on the knee, 3 steps on the calf, jump to the feet, and on the feet we're going to use hands close, knuckles, the knuckles, the joint of the finger to press on the sole, freestyle, 3 steps on each foot, and then we change position, please, PTO, please turn over. We place now legs together, we pull to stretch a bit, then we stand up. We need to bend the legs, we bend into lotus position below your knees, and then you raise them up, get my wrists, raise them up, and a bit here at the halfway you can push with the knees forward and pull with the arms, and then we let them on sitting position. Here we want to do palm press, so we want to use the fingers behind, and the palm press is on the shoulder, so we want to press on the shoulder, palm press out, 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. The last pressure to the shoulder should be at 2/3 of the shoulder, starting at the neck, and then back to 1. Then we do the thumbs. So the thumb press from corner between neck and shoulder, fingers behind supporting, and then at 4 fingers beside the collarbone. So don't press close to the collarbone, and then we press down 5 seconds. First point. Second point is 1 centimeter out of the first point, and we press down. The third point, 1 centimeter out of the second, and we press down. Then we get back to 2 and 1. Pressure with the thumbs on the shoulder, and then we do again the palm press, fingers behind, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So after the palm press on the shoulder, we get down and we massage the shoulder many times with fingers and thumb, kneading on the shoulders. Now we need to place the head down, and we need to do the pressure with the eyes peeking. So with the thumbs, we want to press both sides beside the bone cervical, at 1 finger beside the center, so not pressure to the muscles of the neck, we don't do that. We do the pressure very close to the bone cervical, and the pressure goes into the bone cervical. So we start at C7 and we press pressure in from beside C7, and then we go all the way along 4 steps. You can press until C1. The pressure is in and the pressure is behind SCM muscle. We never press the muscles of the neck. We want to press to stimulate the aponeurosis of the trapezius, the connective tissue that attach the trapezius to this center. And then we go up, down and up. We place the head up, and then we finish with shampoo many times on the head. And the last is the chop. So we place hands together, fingers open, and we impact with the finger on the shoulder, between the scapula and the spine, one side, and then same on the other side. We do circles to relax, and we rush many times. And then we give thanks, and then we change.
Nice.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I need my glasses. Oh.
I think I throw your water.
Oh.
Yes, this
Well,
is the
it's
thing.
like-
Last week happened the same with you, remember?
Oh yes, I wanted to drink some water, but
But no water.
okay, it's a bit wet here.
Good luck.
Well, it's life, you know, things can happen.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, I hope you feel as relaxed as I do. So now we are going to switch. Sorry, I feel very relaxed. I've done a lot of sports today, so I really needed it. So my knees are in between the ankles of my partner. I'm sitting on the heel of my, the heel is on the butt is on my heel, so hello, I have to wake up. The hands in wide crew like this. We just close our eyes to just relax ourselves and to focus on giving the best massage we've ever given, even if it's your first time. So now we warm the hands, place the hands above the feet, not touching yet, and then we palm press and we roll open. Now we go to the middle. We press and we roll open. So what we want to do, we want to see the sole of the feet, the toes, and we press and roll open. Go back to the middle, press, roll open, and the beginning, press, roll open. Now we go one by one. One side, other side. Still rolling, middle foot, middle foot. So I'm trying to roll with the heel of my hand, right? Toes, toes, we go back to middle, middle, and beginning, beginning. In this movement, we're gonna go walk on the calf. So we're gonna work on the muscle. So my pinky finger is touching the shin bone, not on the bone, but down. So I go 1, 1, 2, 2 on the calf, quite some pressure. It's quite nice if you press a lot. 3, 3. Now we're gonna work on the knees. Tip of the fingers above, heel of the hand below. You press with the tip of the finger, you press with the heel of the hand, but not too much on the patella itself. We go up with our body weight and we walk like a cat, never press on the knee, so we walk on the upper leg. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. We go back to 2, 2, and 1, 1. Now we sit, tip of the fingers above, heel of the hand below the knee, and we press and we circle. Quite some pressure on the tip of the fingers and the heel of the hand, but not on the full hand. Now we walk again with the pinky finger touches the shin bone. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and then we go foot. One side, other side, middle of the foot, middle of the foot, the toes, back to the middle, and the beginning, and the beginning. And now we're going to work with the tip of the thumb. I mean the ball, not the tip, not the tip, the ball of the thumb. 2 thumbs at the same time. Not on the toes, not on the heel, but on everywhere in between, on the sole of the feet. 2 thumbs at the same time. So you just press, in example, above the heel, not on the heel, but a little bit above, and you lean in. We just move the thumbs to another position, maybe again on the top of the heel, and lean in. Now maybe in the middle of the foot, and we lean in. Then somewhere else on the middle of the foot, and lean in. Now I'm doing under the big toe bone, not on the bone, but underneath, and then under the middle of the toes on the feet. And then we just palm press again, one side, other side. We try to roll open. Maybe you feel already that the feet of your partner are more relaxed, more flexible than the first time you did this. Same position as the first position. After that, we're going to work on the top of the feet. So now we place the top of the feet towards the ceiling. Thumbs inside, fingers outside, and we just press down near the ankle so the sole of our feet go down the mat. We go to the middle of the feet and we press down And then we go to the toes, press, 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 really strong towards the mat. And we hold it, and then we go back to the middle. Oh, and I feel the feet are already feeling warmer, so that's nice. And then next to the ankle, so the blood circulation is increasing. Now we open the legs in the normal position again, and then we do again 1, 1, 2, 2, 3 on the toes, roll open, middle, middle, and beginning, beginning. Now we're gonna work at one leg at a time. So my right hand leg, so his left, I'm gonna bend, the foot is touching the knee. I'm gonna change my position. This time my belly button, it's above the knee. I'm placing the hands, we call it in butterfly position. And I'm just pressing not on the knee, but a little bit above. Lean in. 1, use your body weight. 2 in the middle, use your body weight. 3 at the end, use your body weight. And then go back to 2 and 1. After that, we're going to open the leg. So we open the leg, the knee is 90 degrees. We sit next to the straight leg. Now, one knee is just holding the leg to support. Both hands are on the feet and my outside foot is in the corner of the knee, pressing forward. Knee towards armpit. Pull the foot back. Maybe you want to go a little bit closer. Pushing the foot, my foot and his knee towards the armpit. 2 and 3. Increase the flexibility of your partner. Now pull back a bit. And now the foot that was pressing is going to go underneath. My toe is looking at myself. I'm flexing the foot. Now my inside foot is going to press on the hamstring, quite strong. And this foot is just there to support so the leg will not move. Press, press, press on the hamstring, really strong. We go to the middle, we press, really strong, super nice, or maybe not so nice. I do very strong. 3, but now I feel my foot is becoming warmer, so I think my partner needed it a little bit. Has been working a lot today, giving a lot of massage. So then we feel some kind of sticky tissue in the hamstring and we try to break that. That's what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now the foot that was underneath goes back. So now I'm gonna go walking up on the hamstring, relax. Foot following foot, my heels are on the floor, you cannot see very well, but it's just like that. Now, we leave our partner as they are, and we're gonna sit on our knees. Place the foot a little bit inward now, so this is 45 degrees. One hand on the heel, one hand under the knee, and then we go up. And now, we place the knees on top of the foot, we place our hands interlaced, and then we press with the heel of the hands. We press and we rotate. Our cat is in the middle now. The cat was also making lots of noise. I don't know if you hear it. It was like nom, 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 nom. So rotate, press and rotate. Press and rotate. We go back to middle with the heel of the hand. You press and you rotate. While you're rotating, you're pressing a lot. Press and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to work with the thumbs. Keep the hands interlaced. We press and we rotate. Now gets double massage also from the cat. 2 in the middle and 3 in the end of the leg. This can be quite sensitive. So breathe out when you are pressing. You should breathe out when you're lying down when the masseur is pressing. And then 1. And then we just relax where we have been pressing on. Yeah? Sometimes they say in Thailand, no pain, no gain. So this can be very sensitive, but after you feel much better. Now we're going to cup the hands. Cup the hands like this. The more you cup, the heavier it is for your partner. So we start under the knee, in the middle, on the calf, under the knee, and we lean back with our body weight. Then we go to the middle of the calf. So my hands are still cupped like this, fingers next to each other, and lean back. And then the hands on the Achilles. And you lean back. Try to cup your hands. Go back to the middle and just under the knee. After that, we're going to interlace our hands again behind the knee on the calf muscle. And the heel of the hands both are squeezing towards each other. And then we go forward a bit while we are still squeezing. We go back to the middle of the calf, we press and we roll forward while we are still squeezing both hands at the same time. I go to Achilles, I press and I try to take the muscle out from the bone. Now we go to the middle, we squeeze the heel of the hand forward and we press while we are going forward. And then just underneath, squeeze the muscle of the calf and go forward while you are squeezing. And then we just relax the calf muscle. Now, knee to chest is next. So we place the hand on the knee, the right hand hold the foot to place the foot in my groin. My foot is gonna be next to his hip, and this foot is really in my groin, yeah? Now, my hand on the knee and the other hand is just gonna be on the straight leg. Just 10% pressing on the straight leg, 90% we try to press forward to improve flexibility. 1, and go back. 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. After that, we're gonna do twist hip. The hand that was on the straight leg is now gonna cup. Undressing myself, sorry guys. So, and then my hand is on the foot, the other hand is on the hamstring. So I press in between the breast towards the sternum with the knee, and then I try to straighten the leg to the opposite shoulder. 50-50 and go back. So it means 50% pressure here and 50% pressure on the heel. 2, so we do 3 times, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we place the knee down, other knee up, and now you cannot see, so I'm going to show you here. The heel is going to be on top of my leg, yeah? And then I straight, okay? So now I'm going to hold with my hand like that the heel. So the heel is going to be in my hand and the big toe is going to be in front of my forearm. Now I lean in on the big toe. Yes. 3 times. Leaning on the big toe. Only lean in on the big toe. So later on I will show you on the other side. And maybe you have seen already our book. Then you can see already the picture. It's very clear. 1, 2, 3 only. Now we place the knee down, other knee up. We have the knee to chest, foot to butt. So what does it mean? Knee to the chest and foot to the butt. So I'm on the toes, pressing 50% and 50% on the knee. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3 only. Yeah? Now, without over stretching the leg, you place your hand under the knee and we shake. The shaking is like this. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Shake, shake, shake. And we go to the other side. How we do that? We just bend the knee, place the foot, the sole of the foot next to the knee of your partner's straight leg. Place yourself with your belly button above the knee. Now place your hand in butterfly position and lean above the knee, not on the knee. 1. We go to middle. 2. And then the end for 3. We go back to the middle and the beginning. Now we're just going to place the knee into 90 degrees on the floor. Place your right leg on the straight leg just to support. And then your left foot in the corner of the knee, both hands on the feet. Yeah, sometimes just like twister. So we just place the foot forward so the knee goes towards the armpit and pull back. Maybe your partner is more flexible than you thought. You can sit forward more and you press again and pull back. And the 3rd time. Almost everything we do 3 times. After that, we place the foot back. Now my leg is going to be underneath the leg of my partner. The foot is pressing towards me. And now my other foot is going to press in the hamstring. Really, really strong. 1. Then 2. My knee is cracking. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. Go back to 2. And 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh, here I feel less sticky fascia, more on the other leg. Now we place the foot together and we just relax the feet up and down to relax the leg. Now we leave our partner as they are. We're gonna sit on our knees. We push the foot inwards a bit, so now the knee is 45 degrees. One hand on the heel, other hand is just pushing the knee up. Now my both knees are gonna be on top of my partner's foot. And I'm gonna interlace my hands. I'm gonna work with the heel of the hand, not on the knee, slide a little bit downwards, about forefinger, and we just press and try to rotate while we're pressing. 1, middle of the leg, 2, end of the leg, for 3, press and rotate. Go back to middle, press and rotate, and then the beginning, press and rotate. Now we're gonna work with the thumbs. So the same places. Squeeze both thumbs together, quite annoying feeling when you're lying down, but it's very therapeutic. We go to the second and the third. Try to really squeeze with almost all your power. And then middle again. So maybe your partner has some bruises tomorrow, but that's okay, they will go away. And 1, and then relax again. Now we're gonna work on the calf muscle. So again, we cup the hands. The more you cup, the heavier it is for your partner. We cup behind the knee. So you lean back. Then we go to the middle of the calf. We lean back. And then we just go on Achilles. Lean back. We go back to middle. And then just under the knee. Now, we're going to interlace our hands. And we're going to work with the heel of the hand behind the knee on the calf muscle. 2 hands at the same time. Squeeze. And try to go forward while we are squeezing. We go to the middle, you squeeze the heel of the hands together and you try to make some space in between the muscle and the bone. And then just on the Achilles and you squeeze forward while. And then middle, hold the calf muscle, squeeze and go forward. And then just under the knee, hold the calf muscle, squeeze, go forward. And then just relax. Next is knee to chest. Left hand on the knee, right hand on Achilles. We place the foot in our groin and my foot is as close as possible to the hip on that side. Now, my left hand holds the knee, right hand is pressing on the straight leg, only 10%, and 90 we go forward. 1, and back. 2, and back, and 3, and back. Now we're going to twist hip. Hand that was on the knee goes to the hamstring and the other hand is going to cup the heel. Sometimes my English, it's not there. So I'm just pressing towards in between the breast, the sternum, and then I'm trying to straighten the leg to the opposite shoulder. 50% on the left hand, 50% on your right hand, leaning in. And then 2. And then 3. Press forward and try to straighten the leg. Now, knee down, other knee up, and then we straighten the leg. Now, here you can see better. Place your hand under the heel, big toe under the forearm, and then the hand above the knee, not on the knee, above the knee, 10%, and squeeze all you can with all your body weight down on the big toe. 3 times. So all my body weight is on my forearm, on the big toe of my partner. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, knee to chest, foot to butt, press, 50-50. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3 only. Now, straighten the leg, hand under the knee, and place the leg down, and then wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. How I do that? Tuk, 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 under the knee. And now, PTO. Please turn over. And then your partner goes to the belly. Now, we are going to sit in between the ankles again. So, now we're going to walk with our hands on the sole of the feet. 3 steps. 2, 2, and 3, 3. Now we're going to walk on Achilles. So we just go straight. Now we don't have the bone anymore. So we just go 1, 1. Pressure towards mat. 2, 2 in the middle. So it's like you're crawling. 3, 3, not on the knee, I'm under the knee. Now I'm skipping the knee, I'm going up with my body weight. In 3 steps, we walk on the hamstring, all the way up until the crease of the butt, and then we reverse this movement. So 3 steps, walking down, in front of the knee we stop. We sit down, we skip the knee, big step, we never press on the back of the knee, and then we walk in 3 steps on the muscle down towards the heel. When we reach the heel, we just palm press walking on the feet again. Now we prepare ourselves to walk with our thumbs. So not the tip, but the ball of the thumb, and you feel where the Achilles tendon is, and there you press first one, then the other side, and you lean in towards the mat. You just walk like you're crawling, but now it's on your thumbs. So we walk, we make an imaginary line from the Achilles tendon until the sitting bone. We walk all the way up in some steps until you reach the back of the knee. We never press on the back of the knee. So we skip the back of the knee and we walk on the hamstring in the imaginary line. Please give a lot of pressure. It's super nice if you can with your thumb by leaning in, not just doing massage like wiggling or something. No, just leaning in. Very easy. It's like you're crawling, but now on your thumbs. So we do reverse. Be sure you're not pressing on the back of the knee, so we skip a big step and then we walk on the calf muscle, walking down, down, and down, and down, and down. And then we're ready to palm press again. Now, we palm press up in 3 steps on the calf muscle. We skip again the knee and we go only up this time because we're gonna be ready to work on the back. Now, we change position, one knee on one side, one knee on the other side. Yeah? Now, we first see where the spine is. We never want to press on the spine. So you place one hand on one side, one hand on the other side. You keep like a tiny little space in between your hands for the spine because we don't press on the spine. So we lean in. Now you go a little bit higher, you lean in, never press on the spine. A little bit higher, you lean in. And then nice on the scapula, you lean in. And then, you okay, Manel? And then we walk down. I hear all these noises, but I think he's still alive. He likes it. We walk all the way down. Now we're going to work with our thumbs again. So we feel where the spine is. One thumb on one side, one thumb on the other side. When you reach the near the spine, not on the spine, you just press down to the mat. And then you just jump like 5 centimeters or so up, all the way up, never pressing on the spine. So as you can see clearly, there's space between my thumbs. I'm going to go all the way up until the top corner of the scapula. The best is when you have the shoulders above the wrist. So I'm also pressing my knee up and I change position. So I hear a crack. Yeah. Crack is good. Me. Manel. Correct. But crack is good. If you hear that's not good. And if it's very painful, also not good. We never press on spine. When you reach the top corner of the scapula, you just thumb press walking down until you reach the lower part again. We never press on spine. I cannot repeat that enough. Now, we have one hand on one side, one hand on the other side, and we push ourselves up. We place the feet in between our partner's legs, and our knees are going to be under the butt, and then our feet can be on top if you feel like doing that. And I wanted to ask, you need to put the partner's arms down. And then we just walk up with your hands on the scapula, and then you walk in 3 steps on the upper arm. So you bend the arms a bit. You cannot see very well, but I'm bending the arms a bit. Now I'm walking over the lower arm, over the forearm, all the way down. I'm stretching hand on hand. I love that part. And then we place the feet down. I'm sitting on my heels and we hold each other's wrist. Now hold each other's wrist and go up with the body weight all the way up and then slowly down. Sometimes it can be very funny. And then we go up and then we pull one side, we pull on the other side, and we do one time more all the way And you slowly, 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 don't let your partner fall, down. Bend the arms again. Now you place the hands, you walk over the forearm, the lower arm. We never press on the elbow, we skip the elbow, we walk in 3 steps on the upper arm. And then we walk next to the spine, down. And we put ourselves off, not on the spine. And then we skip the butt. We just walk in 3 steps over the the upper leg. Skipping the knees again. Walking over the calf muscle all the way to the heel. And then we walk on the feet. After that, we're gonna press with the fist. You just walk, press with the fist. After that, you are going to be on the back again. So please turn over to the back. PTO. Please turn over. And then, with a lot of noise, and then I think we now needed the massage. And then you go up with your body weight. Be careful of your own back. You stretch a little bit the legs, and then you give them a little kick. So they turn into lotus position. Very important, you place the feet underneath the knees and then you hold each other's wrist. He knows already what's coming. So now, be careful of your own back. You pull up, and when you're pulling up, you also bend a bit your knees so they are stretching. Yeah. Now, you place your partner to sit position, you turn around, and then you have the back of your partner needs to be straight. Now, the fingers behind, and we just press next to the neck on both hands at the same time, both sides of the neck. 1, I'm leaning only a little bit wide. 2, and only a little bit wider for 3. We don't want to press on the shoulder. 3. Now we go back to 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now we're pressing with the thumbs. 1, both thumbs at the same time. 2, 3, only 2/3 of the trapezius muscle. We go back to 2 and 1 next to the neck. Yeah. After that, we press again with the heel of the hand. Both sides of the neck. A little bit wider. 2, a little bit wider. 3. We go back to 2 and then back to 1. Now, we sit down, and then it's really nice if you press a lot with the thumbs. It's like you're kneading, you're making a bread. You feel a lot of sticky fascia. Just break that so the blood circulation can go back to the head and you can prevent any headaches. Now we have the head down. We're going to work next to the spine, not out. So really close to the vertebrae. This is the C7, this bone here. We start with the thumbs like that. Start near the C7, and then we press the thumbs towards the vertebrae. You go all the way up in little steps, pressing on the thumbs, all the way up until you reach the end of the neck, and then we go down again. So you reach the skull, and then you go down again. And when you're down again, you go up again. So we press with the thumbs towards the vertebrae, not too wide, really close to vertebrae. Then you place the head of your partner up, and you give a nice massage with the tip of your fingers. It's really easy to do. You have to do quite strong. It's like shampoo. You put shampoo in your partner's hands. Super easy, but super nice. And then we end with the chop. So how to do the chop? You place the hands together, the wrist is free, the fingers are free, and we press with the pinky finger, not with the side of the hand. So you start near the neck, you go out, in, next to the shoulder and the vertebrae in the spine, only halfway and up, other side. Out, in, next to the shoulder and the spine, not on the spine, only halfway and up. And then we just do some brushing, in and out. And then we always end with 5 times sliding down. Na'a, nawa, roka, payati, Finasanti, which means I hope my partner feels better than before. Kap kun ka. And I hope that all of you feel better than before. That's the whole idea, right?
Yes.
So, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel much more relaxed. I feel better. And the greatest benefit of this massage is not what we feel only 1 minute after the massage, that we feel great, we feel more relaxed. The greatest benefit is something that we don't feel now, but we will feel along our lives. When we get regular massage, everything works better in the body. Therefore, we also set up a better mindset.
Yes.
Regular massage, the effects are amazing, and the effect is accumulative, right? So it accumulates. So every week you are better. And the greatest benefit is when you have a long life without so many problems, so many diseases, so many infections, as when if you didn't have a good lifestyle with potential to prevent those problems that happen to functional cell systems. So the idea of the massage is the prevention. And of course we feel the fast effect in the mind, because what you did is amazing.
What you did too. Anyway, long story short, we dare you as a challenge to just come every week. And after some weeks, it feels like brushing your teeth. You don't think anymore. Maybe the first time you were like, whoa, I don't know how to put my hands. I don't know anything. Don't worry. Every week, the same sequence. The more you come, the easier it will be. And just
like that.
Yeah. And
Practice.
then you feel better every week more.
Every week more. And the greatest benefit, you don't feel every week, but you feel every single day of the next part of your life.
Yes.
After massage. After people knows massage is different, right?
Yeah. So, I'm very relaxed now. I'm going to sleep. So, I wish you a great week. And if you have any questions or it went too fast, just read in the comments or write us a comment. And then we hope to see you next
Any
week
question
again.
relate to anything of the massage or physiology or biology, whatever question.
Manel wants to have a lot of questions,
I
so
want to
type away.
Please challenge me, please.
Okay, have a lovely week and see you next week,
Thank
8
you.
o'clock. Sawadee-ka.
Yes, without challenge, no emotion.